everybody, my name is Jessie Lane Lee and I'm a holistic nutritionist, recipe developer, and founder of JessieLaneWellness.com. I am so excited to be here today to show you how to make my immune boosting pesto pasta. This is a recipe that's going to excite your taste buds, and the pesto we're making is really versatile. Today we're going to throw it on some pasta, but you could do pretty much anything with it. Throw it on a flatbed, sprinkle some cheese on top, and make a pesto pizza. Or you could just use it as a straight up dip. It is so delicious. So to start this recipe, the first thing you want to do is to cook your pasta. You want about 3 cups of dried pasta. So I have some here, I've already cooked it. I use chickpea pasta. It has a higher protein and fiber content, so I like it opposed to the regular pasta. But really, you could use whatever pasta you've got on hand. And then we're going to make our pesto. Now the star ingredient in this pesto is oregano oil with MCT Oil Drops by Nutridom Canada. This gives it a really nice zingy, spicy flavor. And we've made a couple swaps to this pesto. It's not your traditional pesto. Instead of pine nuts, we're going to use walnuts. So I'm going to throw those in my food processor now. And I really like walnuts because they're an excellent source of healthy fats. The next thing I'm adding in is garlic. These are going to further boost your immune system. Garlic has antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral properties. So we're going to double down on the immune boosting. So I'm going to blend those first in my food processor. And I like to do the garlic and walnuts first just to make sure the pieces are really small so you don't get a surprising chunk of garlic in there or any really big chunks of walnuts. So I'm going to go a little bit longer because I like it to be really fine. So now that we've got the garlic and the walnuts nice and small, we can add the other ingredients. So for our green today, we're using spinach. Normally with pesto you use basil, which is delicious, but we're getting our herb infusion from our oregano. So I chose to put spinach in this recipe. I love spinach because it's a really good source of iron, a nice plant-based source of iron. I'm also using nutritional yeast instead of parmesan cheese. I made this recipe dairy-free with the nutritional yeast. It adds that cheesy flavor without the dairy. On top of that, it has B vitamins. And then a bit of lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to eyeball it. This adds a nice kind of zesty freshness to the recipe, but also lemons are high in vitamin C, so further it boosts our immune system. Then a little bit of salt and pepper, just for some spice. Delicious. And some olive oil, about 1/4 cup. Olive oil, again, is another good source of healthy fats, and we need those healthy fats in our diets because they help give us a lot of energy. And now we're going to add our star of the recipe, which is the Nutridom Canada Oregano Oil with MCT Oil Drops. I love this product for a bunch of reasons. One, because it's an MCT oil. When you're looking for oil of oregano, they use all kinds of different carrier oils out there. Some are great, some are not so great. So I love that this is an MCT oil because you guys know I love MCT oil. So this is a great immune booster. It has a lot of antioxidants that are going to help combat any oxidative stress that occurs when you're in an infected state, fighting an infection. It's also antimicrobial, so it's antibacterial, antiviral, antiparasitic, antifungal. So it's going to fight all of that stuff. And it's antibacterial, which is so good for boosting the immune system and fighting off infection. The exact cause of this is unknown, but they believe it helps and interrupts the bacteria replication process. So I added 8 drops into the pesto, and it's going to give it a really nice flavor. And then, ooh, I can smell it. It smells so good. Now all that's left to do is blend. So I'm going to put my top back on here, and I'm going to blend until smooth. Now I have some water here. I'm going to start blending now. If it seems dry, I'll start adding some water. So we'll just take a peek and see what we've got. Oh, this is looking good. So I'm seeing mine, surprise. I'm seeing mine needs a little bit more water, so I'm going to just drizzle some in there. The recipe calls for about 2 tablespoons, and then you kind of just got to judge based on how fresh your spinach is. Let's blend a little bit more. Oh guys, that is looking fantastic. This is what I like to see in a pesto. So now that my pesto is blended, I'm going to add it to my pasta. Now you could do a bunch of things here. If you wanted a cold pesto pasta, you could just add it now and stick it in the fridge. If you like it warm, you're going to add it and then gently warm it in the pot on the stove. You don't want to warm it too much because you'll lose a lot of those health benefits of the oregano oil and the garlic and the lemon and all of that stuff. So we don't want to lose those immune boosters. So I'm just going to scoop it into my bowl here. And then just really gently heat it, just enough so it's nice and warm so you're not eating cold pasta. Whoops, wrong element. I always do that. So we'll give it a nice stir. It has such a beautiful, vibrant green color. And I found with this recipe, I had it day 1 and it was delicious. And then day 2, I ate it cold out of the fridge and it was almost even better. So we're just gently heating this. My pasta is still really hot, so honestly not very long to heat this. We just want to make sure we've brought everything to a nice palatable temperature. But again, you could do it cold as well. And that's it, guys. Such an easy recipe. This pesto pasta is super versatile. If you wanted to make it a more filling meal, you could add some chicken on there. It tastes delicious with chicken and maybe some cherry tomatoes. If you were doing a cold pasta salad, you could throw peppers in here, cucumbers, hunks of feta cheese. It would be absolutely delicious. So it's a really good starting point. And it's a fantastic way to boost your immune system because it has that oil of oregano with MCT Oil Drops by Nutridom Canada. That has the antioxidant properties, it's antimicrobial, it's antibacterial, it helps fight fungus, parasites, pretty much everything. We also added the vitamin C in there from the lemon. So this is just a really delicious immune boosting pesto pasta. I hope you guys have enjoyed this recipe, and you can check out a lot more recipes I have on the Nutridom Canada website and YouTube. Bon appetit, everybody, and thanks for watching.